in Northumberland.
But for many years, they didn't even realise what they'd found. Derek Proud reports.
Richard Mason and his father Tom run a building business in Rothbury. Over the years, they've unearthed a hoard of miscellaneous objects.
Most of it worth absolutely nothing, just your standard jugs, bottles, junk basically that's been thrown away over the last few hundred years, you know.
They even salvage some of the huge rocks they dig up and have built a stone circle with some of them near their home. But then Richard uncovered something much more special, although at the time he had no idea just how important it was.
We were working on a site in Holy Island, underpinning a property that was subsiding, dug down. I was hand digging underneath the foundations of the property, and I heard a clunk, and dug carefully round it and pulled out a little jug. I looked inside, it appeared empty, it was all covered in mud and clots and that, so I just threw it in the back of the van and thought nothing more of it.
For more than 7 years it languished on a shelf among other junk in this basement.
It was just sat here for years and years, you know. If it hadn't been for the rain, it would have still been sat here now.
Because on a rainy day Richard decided to clean out the soil from the old jug and discovered this. 17 gold and silver coins from all over Europe, probably buried in Tudor times.
Totally tickled pink, and these things don't happen every day, hopefully not just once in a lifetime. I'll not complain if it ever happens again, but no, I'm tickled pink.
The coins, including this Elizabethan sixpence, haven't been valued yet, but as treasure trove they'll certainly end up in a museum. A similar hoard was dug up on Holy Island 50 years ago. Alan Short was 16 at the time and one of the gang of workmen who found it.
There was all these coins that the jaw had been broken with the spades they were digging out the drain. I find it unique and fascinating that the very same spot, within feet of each other, there was two different hoards.
It's hoped that Richard's hoard will now end up with Alan's at the Great North Museum in Newcastle.
Obviously buried by the same person, so I really hope it goes there.
And if Richard and his father uncover anything more, it will be given a much closer inspection in future.
Everything we dig up now gets thoroughly washed and inspected before we just chuck it in the basement, yes.
Derek Proud, ITV News, Rothbury.
I bet it does.